I'm back at it with another video. This video is going to be a super simple omegle bot. So if you don't want to copy what I did, you can try making it yourself and just put the GitHub link in the comments down below. And if you think you have a better way than what I did, then sure, comment it down below. So the first thing we want to do is make this info.txt file. So let's just make a folder for it. And I already got it here, and I just put this simple information in it, like M18 Snapchat is fake Snapchat, but that's not actually my Snapchat. I just made that up. So we would store whatever we get from that file in this. Then we would just do the main function, which is going to be like clicking and like typing and like going to the next person. And I want to focus a little bit more on this portion of the code because this is a pretty useful thing to know. This would take a screenshot, then it would get the RBG of that it would get the RGB. Yeah, it would get the ROG. Bro, I keep messing up, man. You know what I'm talking about, like the 255 thing. Anyways, it would just put it in this variable, and then down here we would check if the second part of the tuple, well, the second part is actually the last part. If the last part, which is the blue, is more than 200, then and the first one is less than 200, then make it the position of the mouse and click that position. So if you want to make this a little bit less, if you want to make this smaller, you can actually just take this and put it in here. But I just made it like this because I don't know. I just felt like it, bro. Like, and if that's not the case, then just go on to the next person. And then down here, this is the portion after it like sends the information however many times. Here it would just like get out of that last person. Then over here it would this is the tick enter portion of it, so you don't actually need this. You can actually just make this so it's like an input function over here, but I just did that because it's way it's a lot better looking, you know. And if you're like giving this to people, it's probably way easier and stuff. So let me just show you what the thing would look like if you were to run it for real. And so it would give us this terminal window, but don't worry about that. If you use Pi installer, it's not going to do that, and I'll show you how to do that in the next part of this video. So right now let's just focus on this. Let's just put 4, click on the omegle window and put your mouse on the blue button, and you just wait for it, and see, it's a bot. It does everything you need it to. And now that's really simple, right? So what if you want to give this to someone? So I'll show you right now how to easily and quickly make it to a executable file. So you want to open CMD or your terminal on Linux or Mac or whatever you're using, and oh damn. Okay, let me just move this down here. Then we want to, if you're on Windows, I think you go to your so you just go to the directory where you put your bot, and I just put it in this directory. So let's check what it is, and it is the desktop programming, that whatever. So let's just check what's before. Okay, so you see it's in OneDrive, so yeah, let's just go here, OneDrive /desktop/programming/Python. Then we want to check what files we have. Oh yeah, this is a Windows terminal, so that's how you do it, right? Yeah, okay. So it says we have a few projects here, and these are projects I'm working on. So now we want to go to the omegle bot, and now let's just check what we got in it. You can see we got omegle. So if you don't have pip already, the way you can easily get it, like super easily, you just have to download it again and make sure you like click the option on adding it to path and everything like that. So right here, all you gotta do is pip install pi installer, and this could take some time, so you just gotta be patient. And once it's done, I obviously already have it downloaded, so it's not gonna actually download it, but yours might take a little bit longer, but don't worry about it. And now you just want to type pi installer hyphen one file space hyphen w space and whatever you called your file. So I'm just gonna omegle bot. Yeah, omegle bot, right? .py, that's true. So actually, if you're doing this, if you're not using the tkinter stuff on this, then you actually have to remove this hyphen w, because that just makes it so the terminal doesn't show up. And you can actually use this to your advantage if you're trying to hack something. Then the person wouldn't actually be able to exit out of your file. So there you go. That's another use for it. So let's just click enter, and so right now you can see a bunch of files are being created over here and stuff. But once it's done, hopefully it finishes quickly. So yeah, I'm just gonna minimize that. So once it's done, it should make a omeglebot.spec, and I'm just gonna open that real quick. I just want to see what it has in it. I've never actually checked it out. Never mind. Okay, so you have this dist file, which is empty for now, and you have this build file, which has some other stuff in it. So let's see if this is done. Okay, so it looks like it's almost done. So you can see this other file that just got created, which is a sign of it almost being done. Also, just to mention, this probably won't work on a Android device or a iPhone device. So hopefully you're using a computer. Okay, so it's finally done. Jeez, that took a long time. So now you have all these files, but you don't know what's what. And like, I'll just tell you, delete this omegle.spec, delete this pycache, delete this build file, and so you can see this thing we got. Oh my bad. Okay, so you can see this stuff we got. So the way you can fix this is actually by just going into it and then going into it again. And you actually gotta delete it like this for some reason. I don't really know, but I mean, it works for me, so it doesn't really matter. And see, now it just deletes it like nothing ever happened. So delete folder, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, okay. So let's just not do that. So now we got this file, and you don't actually need this file itself. You can actually just take this and now we can delete that, and there you go. This is the actual like executable file, and you can actually see it's quite big. It's 32 megabytes, so I mean that's a huge change. Like, let me just show you. This is 1 kilobyte and that's 33,000 kilobytes. Like, that's a big change. But anyways, the reason I made this is because if you do this, you first won't have to change the code, and it's just so much easier like this, like a text file with notepad or whatever you're using. And now we can actually just click on this, and it might take a bit longer than the normal file to load just because of how it works and stuff, but don't worry about it. Just wait and like be patient, and it should work, hopefully. So there we go. Now we got this decanter window, and it actually worked, and there was no error, and that's because we got this info file with it. So what you want to do is probably like always keep these two together whenever you're using them, because they're like, they need each other, okay? Like, so now let's just do something like 5, and boom. Now you can like spam someone with it. There you go, see? And it's actually super. And now if you do like, let's say you click it by accident a few times, it actually doesn't like break. So that's very useful. If you guys have any suggestions or any questions or any errors you run into, make sure to comment them down below, and hope you enjoyed.